afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. Brady Mallory in for Susan Simon, who is in for, or you're in for Charlotte, who is in for Susan.
Yeah, something like that.
That's good to have you.
I just go where I'm told.
It's good to have you here today.
Yeah, thanks.
Lots going on. Topping our news, we're hearing from the parents of 3 teens killed in a deadly crash. We'll tell you what they had to say to the man accused of killing their sons while driving drunk.
And in another Dane County courtroom, bail is lowered for a man arrested after one Madison cop shot another. And the outgoing Madison fire chief is retiring, and today he told us whether he accomplished his #1 priority when he took the job. But first, let's take a look outside. Kind of a wet start to the day, foggy, but sun's supposed to be coming out later. I don't know why we don't have soup with us right now. It's a soup day.
It is. A frosty start to Friday.
Yeah, it's most definitely a soup day as well. Frosty start to Friday coming up, and we are going to really cool things down a little bit later on tonight. But this is one of those first times where I'm standing outside right now, and I'm excited to get back into the studio. Temperatures are not very warm outside. 50 degrees currently right now with a lot of cloud cover, some limited visibility due to some patchy fog, and also still some patchy drizzle in some areas. Now, the drizzle, it's light enough where it's not getting picked up here by our Doppler track. So in some areas, you may still be seeing some of that drizzle reaching the ground, although there's not really much happening on our Doppler track, so that is a possibility moving forward here for the next few hours. Temperatures didn't get very warm here for today, but with skies clearing out here later on tonight, that's going to help to really drop those temperatures by tomorrow morning. And those temperatures are really going to drop tomorrow. Wind speeds from the north helping to keep down our temperatures here currently. Again, we're only seeing those upper 40s and low 50s, and with a 5 to 15 mile per hour breeze, that's really helping to keep down those temperatures. But again, later on tonight, as we do see those skies eventually clearing, we are going to see frost advisories get pushed into effect. Now, this goes until 9 a.m. on Friday for most communities. Some spots it does expire a little bit earlier, but these temperatures are going to fall to near freezing here for tomorrow morning. Most of us are going to hover right around those mid-30s, but that's going to be enough here to cause some patchy frost here and there. Later on tonight, again, that low of 34 degrees, but how chilly is it going to stay in the extended forecast? We'll have a look at that coming up later on.
We've been living on borrowed time.
We have.
All right, Austin, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. The Madison man charged with killing 3 area high school students while driving drunk is being held on a $75,000 cash bond this afternoon.
Family members of the 3 young men who were killed spoke in court today. Eric Franke joins us now with what they had to say to Eric Mering.
Well, Brady and Mark, this was a difficult conversation in court today. It included the heartbreaking testimony from family members of Simon Balesi, Evan Cradlewill, and Jack Miller. Prosecutors had asked for $300,000 to $500,000 bail. Mering's attorney, defense attorney Chris Van Wegner, argued much less given Mering's current injuries. He needs to rehab, and his lack of a criminal record and what he said was a low flight risk. Family members, however, asked for much more so other families wouldn't have to endure the pain they are experiencing.
While all 3 families continue to grieve the loss of our sons, it's vital that no one else be hurt by this defendant.
So my request between $300,000 and $500,000, again, is more than any case I've seen. However, I'll say that this is perhaps the worst OWI homicide case I've encountered in my time as a prosecutor. So.
Now, Court Commissioner Brian Asmus ordered he be held on $75,000 cash bond. Mering was also ordered to wear a GPS tracking device, not to drive, to avoid contact with victims' families, and to stay sober. In all, Mering faces 3 counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle, 3 counts of second-degree reckless homicide, 2 counts of second-degree recklessly endangering safety, 8 charges, all felonies. Combined max sentence adds up to 170 years. He's due back in court December 6th. Mark.
Eric, thank you. Katon Richardson, who was arrested as part of an incident where a Madison cop shot a different officer, had his bond lowered in court this morning. Richardson appeared in court via Zoom with his attorney as his bond was reduced from $16,000 to $11,000. A group of activists and community members were there as well, requesting Richardson's release from jail. Richardson was arrested 2 weeks ago during a struggle on State Street that led to an officer being shot by another officer. In court this morning, Richardson's attorney suggested he's looking for the whole story.
I'm not going after the police. I'm going after the truth. That's what I'm going after here. I'm not going after the police. I'm just going after what I think what really happened.
Richards' family and activists have been putting money in a pool to try and meet his bail. As of this afternoon, he's no longer on the jail's inmate list. We're working to confirm whether he's been released at this point. This case reveals a larger story about criminal justice as well and how people enter or stay in the system.
As Naomi Coles explains, it all began because Richardson was out too late. Naomi?
Yeah, Katon Richardson was facing a lot of other criminal charges before all this started. Some felonies, some misdemeanors, 9 open cases in total. But court documents show that when police went after him on State Street this time, it was because he was breaking his bail conditions by being out after 10 o'clock. His arrest resulted in those other charges we just talked about. Now, I spoke to a criminal justice expert today who explains bail jumping crimes are far easier to bring in Wisconsin.
In some states, bail jumping is only a crime if you don't appear in court for a hearing, since the point of bond is supposed to be to make sure you answer to criminal charges against you. But in our state, bail jumping can be used much more broadly.
Now, in fact, in 2016, a Wisconsin law review found it was the most charged crime in Wisconsin. Now, when it's charged that often, it is a pretty powerful tool for prosecutors. Coming up at 5, I'll be talking about why that is.
All right, Naomi, thank you. 3-year-old Major Harris, who's been the subject of an active Amber Alert for the past week, has been found dead this afternoon. His mother was killed on Thursday, and Major had been missing since then. Sad end to that story. On to our coronavirus headlines now. This afternoon, we're hearing people who got Moderna or the Johnson & Johnson vaccine could get a booster shot in a matter of days.
A panel of experts for the CDC is about to vote on whether to approve those boosters and whether it should recommend mixing and matching the boosters.
Deborah Alfarone has the latest from Washington.
A CDC panel of experts will make their recommendations on whether to approve booster doses for Moderna and Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines. They'll also vote on whether any approved vaccine can be used as a booster, no matter which shot the patient got first. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky will have the final word.
CDC's recommendations will not just address who should receive a booster dose, but also include what vaccine they should receive, how, and when.
Wednesday, the FDA authorized extra doses of the Moderna booster for seniors and high-risk individuals 6 months after the second shot. For Johnson & Johnson recipients, boosters for all adults 2 months after the first dose. The FDA also said it's okay to mix and match vaccines.
The mix and match really gives a good deal of flexibility to people.
The White House is also preparing for the emergency use authorization of the Pfizer vaccine for children ages 5 to 11, and that's expected in early November. Vaccines weren't even available when Hector Garcia got sick with COVID around this time last year. The Washington state man finally went home after spending 304 days on a ventilator.
The doctors told us many times, bring your family, say your goodbyes, because it's not going to last for a night.
But Garcia survived.
It's something that I cannot explain. I feel very happy.
He has since had to learn how to breathe and walk on his own again. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
And shots for children will not be offered at mass vaccination sites. Instead, the White House COVID-19 response team has already enrolled more than 25,000 pediatricians, family doctors, and other kid-friendly locations to administer vaccines.
Now, several Madison police officers responded to Madison East High School yesterday after fights broke out in a crowd of more than 100 students and parents. The fight took place at about 12:30. When the first officer arrived, they found a crowd of more than 100 people gathered in the middle of 4th Street. The officer used a squad car's PA system and sirens to try to break up the crowd, but it didn't work. While at the scene, another fight reportedly broke out in the center of the crowd. Police said they weren't able to identify any of the suspects and did not speak with any victims or injured people tied to the fights.
Stoughton is now lead pipe free. The last one was removed this morning and was cause for celebration. Tim Swedley, the Stoughton mayor, joined other Stoughton dignitaries such as Regina Hirsch, the city council president, to celebrate their city being free of lead pipes. The huge undertaking has all happened during COVID, with city employees going door to door to inspect pipes inside of people's homes. But in the end, it was all worth it.
Having lead service line replaced on your street, which I can attest to, is noisy, it's disruptive, you have holes in your ground, you have people in your house, but it all worked out and people were gracious, and I just thank the community for that.
This was made possible in part by a $3 million DNR grant, allowing them to replace a total of 698 privately owned water service lines.
Madison Fire Chief Stephen Davis is stepping down in April. So before he leaves for good, he invited some local journalists to sit down and chat in his office today. Davis joined the Madison Fire Department as a firefighter recruit in August 1989. And he went on to serve as a firefighter, paramedic, training officer, lieutenant, and division chief before being appointed fire chief in 2012. However, the past decade has also brought its challenges, including the tragic and untimely deaths of 2 active duty firefighters and the shifting landscape brought forth by the COVID-19 pandemic.
One of my first thoughts was, I hope I don't screw this up. And so, you know, over the last 10 years, I think I've tried to do as much as I can to focus on our people in the organization and our people in the community, because I think this job is all about people.
In closing, Chief Davis reiterated that he can't thank the community enough for all the support the department has received over the years. He said the interactions, personal connections, and friendships that he has made are invaluable.
And he's around till April, so we got some time left.
Yeah, I like what he said. I just hope I don't screw up.
Absolutely.
We're all doing our best.
I think we all feel that way. Still to come at 4, relief for some cancer patients suffering from the side effects of chemotherapy.
There's a new FDA-approved drug that can lessen those side effects in some patients. More on that when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Why settle for any Medicare plan when you can choose 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans exclusively from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more now by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today.
Just outside of a town called Basic is Basic Lake, where families gather together for some basic fun. And if you have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with 5 drive modes, you can climb above Basic and find a trail where no one else goes. The 2021 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or save up to $42.62 on select models.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Welcome back. One of the country's leading electric automotive companies reported record earnings yesterday and did so despite the supply chain backups. Tesla reported that operating earnings are up 30% and now sit at $2.1 billion. This is the sixth quarter in a row that Tesla has posted record earnings, and it comes as the auto industry deals with a shortage in computer chips and other raw materials. Tesla has warned it is still experiencing supply problems and that dealing with such issues has been costly and hopefully temporary.
A company that promotes flexibility is giving public trading another shot. WeWork, the flexible office space provider, will start trading its shares on the New York Stock Exchange today. The listing follows a merger with BowX Acquisition Corp., a special purpose acquisition company. According to the deal, WeWork is valued at roughly $9 billion. The company tried a public offering with a traditional IPO in 2019, but it quickly faced scrutiny over its spending and the way the company is controlled.
It was a mixed but record-setting day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials lost 6 points, ending the day at 35,603. The Nasdaq added 94, and the S&P 500 gained almost 14 for a record-setting close.
Well, we all know people who have experienced negative side effects of chemotherapy, and some say the treatment is bad or worse than the disease.
Well, now there's a new drug available for patients with small cell lung cancer that can lessen the side effects of chemo. Earlier today, I talked with Dr. Vincent Lamb, an assistant professor of oncology at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore.
So, many of us have seen loved ones that have struggled with the side effects of chemotherapy, or perhaps have even personally experienced it, themselves. These side effects often include hair loss, significant fatigue, and low blood counts, which can be life-threatening. So we're really excited to have a new drug that can help reduce some of these debilitating side effects, thus making chemotherapy potentially safer and more tolerable for our patients.
Yeah, sometimes people think the treatment is worse than the disease itself.
Yeah, absolutely. As I mentioned, some of these side effects can really be debilitating. One of our dear patients was diagnosed with small cell lung cancer at the age of 28, and she's a non-smoker. And she was just describing about how she went from a completely fit and active regular 28-year-old to a person who really had trouble just even walking up the stairs to our apartment. So it really can impact the quality of life of our patients. So really important to have these new treatments to help our patients through chemotherapy.
So how does the treatment work? It's not in place of chemotherapy, it's to the effects of chemotherapy.
Yes. So for background, chemotherapy actually works by killing the fast-growing cells in our body. So these are the cancer cells that we're actually trying to target. Unfortunately, there can be some collateral damage in that good cells often are impacted, such as the white blood cells that are helping us fight against infection, or red blood cells that help carry oxygen in our blood. So this new treatment is given before chemotherapy is started, and in a way temporarily puts the good cells to sleep so that they can be protected from the collateral damage.
And this is just for one specific type of cancer?
Well, it's currently FDA approved for small cell lung cancer, but there are several clinical trials ongoing to investigate this approach for other types of cancers, including breast cancer, colon cancer, and bladder cancer. So really a good opportunity for our patients to potentially discuss this option with their doctors to see if it's something that may actually be helpful for their situation, or if there's a clinical trial that would make sense for them.
This could be a game changer in treating cancer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, chemotherapy is such a critical part of our treatment for many cancers, including small cell lung cancer. So anything we can do to help our patients successfully go through that treatment is a welcome advance.
For a patient watching this today, what should they say to their doctor? What would you say? I want to try this.
Yeah, so the drug is called trilaciclib, but there's more information about this at Lung Cancer Foundation that we partner with. It's Lung Cancer Foundation of America, and their website is lcfamerica.org. And that's where there's a tremendous amount of wonderful educational materials that can be very helpful.
Are there other types of research online and ongoing?
Well, lung cancer research is happening every day. I often tell my patients that we've made more progress with lung cancer in the past 5 to 7 years than the previous 30 years combined. So on the whole, patients with lung cancer are living longer than we've ever seen, and that's because of research.
But it's still the #1 cancer killer.
You're absolutely correct. It takes more lives than breast, colon, and prostate cancer combined, and really underscores our need to raise awareness for lung cancer. The fact that anybody with lungs can get lung cancer, it's not simply just a smoker's disease, and also to increase funding for lung cancer, because despite it being the #1 killer, it is woefully underfunded. And we've made such progress with lung cancer, and but there's still a lot more that needs to be done.
This new treatment is certainly a giant step forward.
Yes, we're really pleased to have this new tool in our toolbox for our patients.
Dr. Lem, thanks for being with us today. Great information.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Pretty exciting news.
Yeah, chemotherapy's come a long way, but every little bit helps for people going through it.
Yeah, the side effects can be awful.
Yes.
Well, the country of Colombia is known for its coffee and cocaine.
But now farmers are hoping to cash in on something else, legal marijuana. That story's coming up after Austin's First Warn forecast.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection serves all of Dane County and the surrounding communities. And with our new location in Monroe, we also proudly serve all of Greene County.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Eligible customers get great offers from GM Financial, plus no monthly payments for 120 days on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups, and get $1,500 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
An official message from Medicare.
What's up?
Mary and I just compared Medicare plans.
Found one that's going to save us money all next year.
James, I told you it was open enrollment.
Yes, you did. We used the plan finder at Medicare.gov.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Makes it easier to compare health and prescription plans.
They sure can change year to year.
Compare plans now at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th.
Hey, honey, let's take a look.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home, where we're continually inspired to make it our own, where the perfect wall mounting can lift your spirits, and that once hidden path to your door is now illuminated with intrigue to lead you inside. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting is another way to put your personal style on display. Smart, sophisticated, radiant, just like you. We have hundreds of options to make your home and your world shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Well, take a look at this. Portuguese stunt performer Kevin Chaves launched a record-breaking attempt today to perform his Rollabola motorbike act in 50 cities around the world, starting with London. Whoa. The 21-year-old who performs with Circus Berlin balanced on skateboards stacked on a motorcycle. It takes a lot of practice, he says. No kidding. As part of his record-breaking attempt, Chavez will take his stunt to cities including Paris, Rome, Berlin, Barcelona, Lisbon, and and Brussels. There you go.
Either way, it's a miracle for me to make it down a sidewalk without tripping. I can't imagine.
Yeah, that is something else. Well, today's the day to show some warmth to our cold-blooded friends.
National Reptile Awareness Day. More than 10,000 species of reptiles exist, but they have three things in common. They're cold-blooded, have scaly skin, and can lay eggs on land. Reptiles can get a bad rap for being scary, as some people think, but they are an important part of the ecosystem. For instance, experts say they help control the pest population and are considered an important food source to many around the world. Well, today is also a special day for another reason. It's our friend Mark's 44th anniversary at this station. Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much. Time flies.
Yeah.
Seems like I just started.
What's been your favorite part?
Working with you.
Oh, well, thanks.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's not the, Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, we have that back here. No, okay, I guess we don't. But,
well, thank you very much. Well, the station is 65 years old, and I've been here 44 of them.
A lot of people in this community admire you. You've done, and you do tremendous work, and, I just have to thank you for all that you do, so.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Well, anytime.
Not a very nice day for an anniversary.
Yeah, Austin, man. What's up with that?
Come on. I wish I could have done a little bit better with that, given you some better weather, but unfortunately not the case here for today. That will be the case for tomorrow and Saturday, however, as we are going to see some sunshine returning, but the temperatures, well, they stay pretty chilly. I'll have a look at your extended forecast coming up next.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you did it.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
I just saw your national TV ad with Joe in it. Can you tell me more about the money you say I can have put back into my Social Security? It's not available in my area? Did you just say that I need to read the fine print? Is this legitimate? Is this legal?
National call centers, they're just not the way to go when you can meet with a trusted and knowledgeable Medicare insurance agent from Informed Choice Insurance Agency. Because nobody knows your local hospitals, doctors, and pharmacies like your local Informed Choice Insurance agent.
Just outside of a town called Basic is Basic Lake, where families gather together for some basic fun. And if you have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with 5 drive modes, you can climb above Basic and find a trail where no one else goes. The 2021 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or save up to $42.62 on select models.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
And welcome back. Not the greatest day outside for today. Quite a bit of drizzle, a lot of cloud cover, but the sunshine does look to return here for tomorrow and Saturday. Temperatures along the way really cooling down. We felt that here for today, but those cooler temperatures, they're going to linger for much of the rest of this forecast. Some rain chances also in the extended forecast we're watching out for. First one after today, it's going to return on Sunday, so we have a few dry days ahead of us before that rain does return. Now, a live look outside. You can see that these clouds are trying to break up in some spots, but we're still seeing quite a bit of some cloud cover, and that's going to be here for much of the rest of the day. Still a small potential to see a little bit of some sunshine peeking out, but that's just about it. It is a smaller chance here for the rest of today. But our Doppler track is looking good as of right now, but what this doesn't pick up is drizzle, and drizzle is still out there for some communities. It's just falling so lightly that it doesn't really get picked up here by our Doppler track, so there is a possibility that a few locations are still dealing with some of that patchy drizzle. Later on tonight, however, we are going to see those temperatures practically in free fall. By the time we reach tomorrow morning, we're going to see those lower to mid 30s. So it really is going to cool down here in the overnight hours. Grab something to cover up sensitive plants. If you are worried about that, you want to extend the life a little bit longer, because we are expecting patchy frost to develop here for tonight and for quite a few of these next few nights as well. 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, that is currently looking pretty good, very average. Now, yesterday and the following few days, or the previous few days, we were seeing above average precipitation that was expected. Now it does look like we're falling back to near normal, and notice how the back half of this forecast, we do have some minimal rain chances as of right now. But Sunday and Monday, those look to be our biggest chances for some showers. Not so much thunderstorm chances, very similar to what we have been seeing as of late, with predominantly showers and that small chance to see a thunderstorm. Then your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook still shows that we're likely going to stay a little bit warmer than average. So some good news right there, but we have really dropped these temperatures right now compared to 24 hours ago. 24-hour change, it's showing about a 20-degree drop. Yesterday, we were looking at lower 70s. Today, upper 40s and low 50s. It's not very warm outside. Cloud cover, northerly breeze, system moving through, a lot of factors to really help cool us down, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. 50 degrees in Madison. But those high temperatures stay pretty low here for quite some time. A little bit of a bump towards the end of this forecast, however, with those upper 50s returning. And that's pretty important because our average high temperature does continue to fall. So we are still expecting to stay slightly above average here towards the end of this forecast. But overall in the 10-day forecast, we do still have some sunshine for the next few days, but we're also tracking those rain showers for Sunday and Monday. End of the forecast does bring back more sunshine, but we still have quite a few of those rain chances to get through here first.
All right, Austin, thank you. We are learning more about the breaking news we brought you just a few minutes ago. Major Harris, the 3-year-old boy from Milwaukee who's been missing for the past week, has been found dead.
Milwaukee police held a short news briefing right around the top of the hour where they announced the young boy had been found this afternoon. As you may remember, an Amber Alert was issued last weekend after Major's mom, Mallory Mutzenberger, was found murdered a week ago today. Last night, Milwaukee police arrested several people in connection to her death. Jaheim Clark, who was a person of interest in the case, was also found dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound on Sunday. We're gathering more information about where they found Major and what's next in the case. We'll have the newest details tonight on News 3 Now at 5 and right now on channel3000.com.
An entirely different kind of business is taking off in Colombia.
The nation is infamous for an illicit drug trade and now wants to become a major international supplier of medical marijuana.
As Tavano Patzenban reports, the industry is creating an economic opportunity some Colombians never had before.
Like many farmers in Colombia's countryside, Beatriz Porra's family grows coffee, but this 29-year-old turned her focus on another plant, marijuana. Beatriz oversees cutouts at this medical weed farm in rural Colombia. She says her parents used to be skeptical of her job, but now they are proud their daughter is working on the blooming industry of legal marijuana. This farm is made of 18 hectares of open greenhouses for over 125,000 plants. Colombia legalized cultivation 5 years ago, but only this summer it allowed the exports of dry flowers, which represents over 50% of the demand in markets like the US. According to the government, this puts Colombia at the forefront of medical marijuana regulation. And for that reason, over $250 million of foreign investments have poured in, and 1,680 licenses have been issued. With 12 hours of sunlight year-round and no seasons, Colombia enjoys the perfect climate for the production of marijuana.
If you think about it, greenhouses in other countries are trying to emulate the natural conditions we get for free. So that's a big advantage. And that implies, you have to invest a lot less in your power costs. Of course, factor costs in terms of labor is significantly cheaper here. So there's a significant cost advantage on an ongoing cost basis.
Over 300 people work here, like Beatriz. The majority are single mothers with few job opportunities in this region.
Just standing in a place like this, in a country like Colombia, only 10 years ago would have been completely unimaginable. And that is the idea of how profound this turnaround is, not just for economics, but also on social terms.
For decades, Colombia has waged a brutal struggle against drug traffickers, claiming thousands of lives and resulting in no reduction of illicit drugs production in the country. Switching from eradicating to legalizing marijuana was a sobering recognition.
Some people say that you change in approach. As you say, you had a revision.
I was a hardliner. I have fought against drug trafficking in every way possible, and we have failed. I have failed. Colombia has failed. The world has failed. The U.S. has failed. We must accept when you lose, you must accept that you lost, and you must try to find new ways to approach the problem.
This further step in the legalization of marijuana production opens new opportunities, not only on medical exports, but also in other sectors like clothing and cosmetics. About 2/3 of Colombians support the move to legalize marijuana for medical use. So far, regulation is designed to attract foreign capital and bans recreational use. Pharmaceutical licenses here are cheaper than in other markets, but still out of reach for most Colombian farmers who continue to grow illegally. And projects to replace coca plants with medical cannabis have not taken up. The transition is not yet complete, but the door is opening for a change. Stefano Pozzebon, CNN, Colombia.
Very interesting. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, it's part of our digital life, but we show you how hard it can be to shut down impersonation pages on social media.
Then at 5, Paisan's restaurant reopens tomorrow after more than a month closed. We spoke with the owner about why the closing seems so sudden.
Feeling trapped by your expensive cell phone plan? Here's the key. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Keep your phone and number with the same great coverage as the big carriers. Escape to a no-contract $20 a month plan with talk, text, and data. It's easy to connect. With our award-winning customer support team, no sleight of hand is required. Call, go online, or visit Target to get your new SIM card or phone today.
I'm not getting through the pandemic just to end up with the flu.
I asked for Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent. It's the #1 used flu vaccine for people 65 and older.
Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent is the only vaccine approved by the FDA for superior flu protection in adults 65 plus.
I'm not letting my guard down.
Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent isn't for people who've had a severe allergic reaction to any flu vaccine or vaccine component, including eggs or egg products. Tell your healthcare professional if you've ever experienced severe muscle weakness after receiving a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems, including those receiving therapies that suppress the immune system, may experience lower immune responses. Vaccination may not protect everyone. Side effects include pain, redness and/or swelling where you got the shot, muscle ache, headache, and general discomfort. Other side effects may occur.
All flu shots are not the same. I raised my game with Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist for Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent.
At Humana, we believe your health care should evolve with you, and part of that evolution means choosing the right Medicare plan for you. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits, but you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and co-insurance, but you may pay higher premiums and still not get prescription drug coverage. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits. You get all this coverage for as low as a $0 monthly plan premium in many areas. Humana has a large network of doctors and hospitals and telehealth coverage with a $0 copay. So call or go online today and get your free decision guide. Discover how an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan could save you money. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Tonight at 5, we're digging into the criminal charge that started the arrest of Katwan Richardson on State Street and why it's a charge that's all too common here in Wisconsin.
Plus, the cooler temperatures have arrived and will likely stay with us through the weekend. Thankfully, a little bit of sunshine returning by the time we get to the weekend, though. Your forecast ahead.
Then at 6, following a month-long shutdown, Paisan's restaurant set to reopen, but we'll tell you why the owner still has concerns about the building. Join us tonight on News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 4. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Well, con artists are using real people's names and photos without their knowledge to create fake social profiles.
Something else to worry about. Well, from April to June this year, Facebook removed more than 1.7 billion fake accounts from its site.
Wow. Dr. Tara Narula shows us how scam artists are causing big problems for people, including someone close to her.
Okay. This is Petty Officer Mike Sensi and his dog Lucy. But go online and it's difficult to find Mike Sensi. Do you have any idea how many fake Mikes there may be out there using your picture?
Too many. I would probably say, 500-600 over the different social media platforms.
About 5 or 6 years ago, he started seeing his real name and images used on fake social media accounts for dating scams and other online cons.
Every single day, I get a message from somebody who has been, duped out of money.
And he's not alone. One night, my husband received an Instagram message from a woman in Brazil. She said she was speaking with a man calling himself Ryan, but later realized something was wrong, and it was. The photos were of my husband and my kids, and they were being used for an apparent scam.
How easy is it to create a fake account? It's really easy. It's a little too easy.
Issy Lepowski is chief correspondent for the tech news website Protocol.
So let's pick a username.
She showed us how to create an account using just an email address, fake name, and the image of one of our CBS News producers.
Okay, and here's Randy Lewis, 555212.
And here we are. And while reporting fake accounts on Instagram is easy,
to go up to these 3 dots right here, you're going to click Report User. And that's it. That's it.
Mike Sensi says it doesn't always work.
When it first started happening, Instagram was really good about deleting the profiles, but it kind of went away. I'll report them myself, and they literally message back and say, oh, they're not doing anything wrong. We can't take the profile down.
Instagram told us, quote, claiming to be another person on Instagram violates our community guidelines, and we have a dedicated team that's tasked with detecting and blocking these kinds of scams. Dr. Tara Narula, CBS News, New York.
It's scary.
Yeah. How many
I don't
are out there?
I don't want to know.
I don't either.
Well, Madison Magazine is honoring area women who excel in the entrepreneurial scene.
We'll find out more about the first annual Amy Awards when Live at 4 continues.
The lowest prices of the season one-day mattress sale is today at Ashley Home Store. Fall in love with your home again by saving up to 60% off. Plus, get $300 in free furniture and no interest financing for up to 6 years on luxury brands. Only at Ashley Home Store.
What makes new Salonpas Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salonpas contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers, and available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few, it's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now lease an Explorer XLT for just $389 a month, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Everyone remembers the moment they heard, "You have cancer," how their world stopped, and when they found a way to face it. For some, this is where their Keytruda story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that may treat certain cancers. One of those cancers is advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer, where Keytruda is approved to be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene.
Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
Today, Keytruda is FDA approved to treat 16 types of advanced cancer and is being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See the different types of cancer Keytruda is approved to treat at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda can be part of your story.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here. New Aspirin arthritis. Huh. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspirin. The lowest prices of the season one-day sale is today at Ashley Home Store. Fall in love with your home again by saving up to 49% off. Plus no interest financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Hey there and welcome back. First warn traffic, peak of what we're looking at right now. Currently a little bit slow right around Fish Hatchery Road on the Beltline. Other than that, things are looking pretty generally good in Madison, other than where we normally see some slowdowns due to some stoplights. Janesville, no accidents reported as well. Lots of green in the area, so that's some good news. And a quick peek up around Wisconsin Dells. Much of the same. Right now, traffic looking good. A little bit slow on the Beltline in some areas.
All right, Austin, thank you. Summit One Vanderbilt in Midtown Manhattan open to the public today. Looking out from the observation deck of the 93rd floor, Andy, people can see the iconic skyscrapers like the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building. One Vanderbilt also features the immersive art installation Air, created by artist Kenzo Digital. Developers hope that One Vanderbilt will help bring back some excitement to Midtown restaurants and other businesses that have struggled through the pandemic. Well, it's been nearly 2 years since a tragic accident took the lives of Amy Gannon and her daughter, Jocelyn.
A big part of Amy's life's work is uplifting others, particularly women. Amy helped transform the entrepreneurial scene.
So in partnership with Amy's husband, Mike, and Madison Magazine, the Amy Awards have been created, and the magazine's managing editor, Andrew Bailing, is here to tell us more. Andy, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you,
It's been
too.
a while.
It has been a while.
So tell us about Amy and why she was so special.
Yeah, she just, I mean, and we talked to a lot of people for this story, and this is the first annual awards we've done. There was nobody like Amy in the entrepreneurial scene, and her absence now after this tragic accident has just been immense. Both her and her daughter died in the accident, and we just thought, you know, there's got to be a way for us to try to memorialize her on an annual basis through the magazine. So we launched these new awards, open nominations, and these 5 that we ended up awarding, just they embody the work that Amy Gannon did in Madison, and it's incredible.
It seems like her legacy is helping uplift women, and we're continuing that through this.
Yes, totally. And these award winners really, I mean, they're incredible. This are the Amy Award winner, Vanitha Suresh. She won the Amy Award. She, among many different careers and many different industries, also started the nonprofit SciArt Services that she introduces children to STEM and arts fields. And then our other 4 winners, Rebecca Stevens, she through her position at Commonwealth has helped so many startup businesses connect to the resources they need. Tanya Ibarra, through her business Step Ups, helps companies embed diversity, inclusion, and equity into their DNA. Annie Vang created an app called Hmong Phrases that is preserving an endangered language. And then our Jocelyn Scholarship winner, Lita Samsa, is a high school senior that's worked hard to find her way. And she's even gotten dual credit through a STEM academy and has her whole life ahead of her.
It must have been inspiring to read all these nominations.
Oh my gosh, it was. And for the first annual, we weren't sure what we would get. We got over 50 nominations and all of them were incredible. It's been truly an emotional process to go through these nominations and honor Amy Gannon in this way.
You know, we often hear about the sad things in the community, but what does it mean to you to use this as a platform to show all the good works that are happening?
It's just, yeah, it's incredible, and it feels good to be able to, you know, we're never going to forget Amy Gannon. This is a way that her work continues, and that was kind of what Doyen, she was a co-founder of Doyen with Heather Wentler. Their call to action was, you know, continue to carry her torch and keep it ablaze, and these women and all of the women that were nominated, and hopefully for years to come, these award winners will do that.
And you have a big event coming up?
Actually, a special that we're running on News 3 now on November 29th, and then you'll get to learn more about the award winners. I think Susan might be interviewing the subjects just to learn more about them. We'd love to have an in-person event. We're not sure that can happen this year, but yeah, we're hoping this is an annual event. All of our award winners got financial gifts from the Amy and Jocelyn Memorial Fund. Mike Gannon, her widower, generously gave those gifts.
And how's he doing?
He was just been such a great partner in this project, and really wanted to figure out a way to help kind of relaunch the Memorial Fund, which starting next week will be open to donations again.
Yeah. I think, you know, whenever there's darkness, all we can do is try to find a light. And do you hope to continue this in the future?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep, Mike Gannon, and we're partnering with him, and he's agreed to partner with us for years to come.
So the magazine is on sale now?
Yeah, it's going to subscribers starting today. It'll be on newsstands the first week in November.
And the special is on News 3 when?
November 29th at 6:30 p.m.
Write that down, everyone.
Looking forward to it. Congratulations to all the winners, all the nominees, in fact.
Agreed. Yeah,
Andy, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks.
Well, final check of your forecast coming up.
Vitens Golfland now offers 2 indoor golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play over 100 championship golf courses with unmatched golf swing data and visualization. Or play other sports and games using real sports equipment. The Vitens Golfland simulator suites provides a fun indoor entertainment experience.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Habitat homes are built and bought by the hardworking families that live in them. Through affordable mortgages backed by your donations, Habitat Dane County offers a chance for these families to invest in their future and their community. Please donate or volunteer today.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore, closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
Vitens Golfland now offers the new Top Tracer mobile system. Track your shots from grass and mat tee areas for free from your cell phone. Record your golf swing with stats provided. Play games like Capture the Flag. Have golf range entertainment fun with Top Tracer at Vitens Golfland.
Tonight at 5, a preliminary hearing today for Kajuan Richardson, who was involved in the State Street shooting. As more people call for his release, we're digging into the charge that started his arrest and why it's the most charged crime in Wisconsin. Join us tonight for News 3 Now at 5.
She gets paid in love from all of the kids and staff that she sees every day.
A friend to make the going easier for patients and families. See how Kiko is making a big impact at American Family Children's Hospital. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A chilly night tonight. A low of 34 degrees, partly cloudy skies, a few areas of some frost here and there. Frost advisories are in effect here for Friday morning, so that's going to be late tonight and into Friday morning. That's when we are expecting those temperatures to fall back down even into the middle to lower 30s for some spots. If you are worried about keeping some plants alive, especially some sensitive plants, grab a cover, throw it over, and that should help to extend the life a little bit longer. But we have a few more days that are going to get quite chilly here for Friday night into Saturday morning, much of the same. So we really are going to stay on that cooler side of things for quite some time, but then with more cloud cover expected on Sunday and Monday, that'll help to keep our low temperatures up a little bit. So we won't worry too much about frost after that, but these next 3 nights really cooling down to those middle to possibly even lower 30s for a lot of these areas. But hey, the end of the forecast still includes quite a bit of some sunshine in mid-50s.
Might have to turn the furnace on.
Yeah, we've pushed it off long enough.
I think so. All right, Austin, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, our news hounds, Louie and Oliver, had the best animal stories of the week.
We go backstage with Michael Bruno for Strollers Theater's production, Ripcord.
That's tomorrow on Live at 4.
Your eyes, beautiful on the outside. But if you have diabetes, there can be some not so pretty stuff going on the inside. It's true. If you have diabetes, you know high blood sugar is the root of the problem. But that excess sugar can cause the blood vessels to be seriously damaged. And when that happens, this could happen: vision loss or even blindness. That's right, diabetic retinopathy is a leading cause of blindness for adults in the U.S. But even though you can't see it, there is something you can do about it. Remember this: now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is an incredibly important part of your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments that may help your eyes and protect against vision loss. Just say to yourself, "Now I see." Then go see an eye care specialist. Visit nowic.com to get the facts about diabetes, your eyes, and what you can do next to take control of your sight. Brought to you by Regeneron.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Edge. With all new Sync 4A with a 12-inch touchscreen and available enhanced active park assist, it's built to make life easier. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Edge. Drive one today. Now, choose FlexBuy on Ford Edge and get 0% APR financing for 66 months, plus $500 cash only at your local Ford dealer.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Allergy sufferers, bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just 1 day, 90% felt powerful 24-hour relief. So be wise all, take Zysol at night.
In today's final touch, the world's biggest Triceratops skeleton, known as Big John, has been sold at auction.
And its price tag, well, it's as big as Big John. The enormous skeleton, estimated to be more than 66 million years old, was found in 2014 in South Dakota. The Triceratops is known for its 3 horns on the head. Big John, named after the owner of the land where it was found, died in an ancient floodplain on the island continent, stretching from present-day Alaska to Mexico, allowing the conservation of a skeleton in mud. Well, Big John is 23 feet long, stands 8 feet tall at the hip. The hammer price at the auction was $7.7 million. It's a lot of bones for all those bones. Well, the auction house did not give details about the buyer, but she better have a big garage.
I'm assuming it was a museum or something like that that bought Big John.
It's out in the backyard for the kids to play on.
Just put a swing set on it.
Yep. Perfect.
66 million years old. That is incredible.
It's almost as old as I am.
We'll leave it there. That's our time for now. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.